Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss again about the sector of economy. Today we will finish this topic. Today we are going to study about the topics NREGA, Right to Work, Planning Commission, Skill Development, and next day we will start our history. For history, topic will be nationalism in India. So today, and I hope that you are doing well at home and putting your full effort towards your study and your health. So now we are going to proceed our study. First is NREGA, National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. It is the concept started by the central government in the year of 2005 to remove the poverty level from India. Poverty means who are poor. Perhaps you have studied in class 9 about BPM, below poverty line. Then who is the poor? According to WHO, the person who is not able to fulfill their daily requirement. Here the word is requirement. Daily requirement, they are regarded as the poor. And according to the income level, if a person is not able to earn $1.25 per day, they will be regarded as poor. So, you know that in our country, 26% people are, nearly 26% people are under poverty line. To improve their condition, central government has started this NREGA. Now it has changed into MNREGA, Mahatma Gandhi. MNREGA by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Earlier it was started in the year of 2005. Under this, on the pilot project, 100 districts of our country had been chosen to implement this NREGA. Then what is this? Government will give 100 days guarantee employment within a year out of 365 days. Think earlier, a labor was not able to earn a single day. Now 100 days guarantee is implemented, and their wages will be according to the state government. This is not fixed. Different state government are giving different wages per day. And when they have seen that result has come in a very bright sphere, now all the 640 districts of our country is implementing this, and they are getting, workers are getting work. The very good concept of this thing is that suppose a labor, here labor has to register their name in their district authority or block authority. They will get a job card, and in their job card how many days they have got the employment, in job card it will be mentioned. Suppose labor has got only 80 days employment, 80 days work out of 365, but here condition is given that they will get surely 100 days employment. So 20 days are left, and these 20 days at the end of the year, the government will give 20 days wages according to the norm. In this way, 80 days they have earned and 20 days without earning, government will give them wages in their account. It has given a very good result in our country, and the level of poverty has reduced, especially in the village areas where there is shortage of work in different season, which is known as seasonal unemployment. You know that seasonal unemployment what is. One example I am giving you. Seasonal unemployment means, take the example. Sugar cane is in the field. Now farmers are started to harvest this in the month of October or November until it will work only for the March. After March, you know that summer season has came, so the juice of the sugar can be reduced, so their quality will decrease. Now work is finished in the sugar mills. They are working nearly only 6 months, and one who is engaged in the sugar mill, they will get only 6 months employment. Next 6 months they have to wait. For this way, they are one who is not getting the work in each crucial time. They will get work from Narega. Under Narega, making the roads, buildings, construction site, canals, like this. This second is the right to work. Right to work will come under right to freedom. You have studied 6 fundamental rights. Right to freedom. Right to freedom is a box under which nearly 10 or 12 rights are there, such as right to work, right to food, right to education, like this. Right to work means every person has the right to work for their livelihood, to earn the money for their family and for their survival. It is passed by the parliament, and today it is our fundamental right. So, if anyone has the ability or capacity to do work but not getting the work, they can register their name in their block level or their panchayat. Planning Commission. Earlier, it was known as Planning Commission, but in 2014, it has changed into Niti Aayog. What was Planning Commission? Planning Commission was headed by Prime Minister, assisted by a person authorized from the central government. This Planning Commission is holding meeting with the chief ministers of the different states, and different states are giving their blueprint for their development. And according to their requirement, they are demanding the money from the central government to fulfill their developmental work. According to this, every government, state government, making their plan, which is blueprint, and this blueprint is helping them for their developmental work. According to their population, their size of the state, the population and budget is dependent on that. And now Niti Aayog is working the same, but earlier government was fixing some amount for the state government according to their blueprint and their previous work, what they had done. Suppose your state Jharkhand has got 60,000 crore rupees last year, example I am giving there, and out of that 60,000, government was not able to spend 20,000 crore rupees. It means 20,000 crore rupees in hand of the Jharkhand government, and next demand is 80,000 crore. So government will study that they will spend this money or not. If Niti Aayog and the chief minister discussing, and they found that they will work, so 80,000 minus 20,000 which was previous left, means 60,000 crore they will get for their developmental work. Skill and wealth. And today, you know that GST has implemented. According to that, whole GST, earlier income tax was there, today is also income tax. What was the income tax and GST collected from the state? Few percentage were taken by the central government and rest were given to back to the state. But today, this Niti Aayog is looking after the different states' condition. When they are thinking that there is a need of much money in Bihar, they are giving much money to Bihar, less money to Rajasthan or Maharashtra, etc. Not according to their share, but according to the need of the state. Skill development. As you have studied that Skill India. What is a skill? A skill means a special knowledge in a field. So what is the need of skill development? One example you will find that. In SAIL, here, Steel Authority of India Limited, BSL, Bokaro State Limited. One who is an engineer getting more payment because they are skilled. Second, one is diploma holder, they are getting less payment than the engineer. ITI holder, less than the diploma holder. And one who has not done any skill program, they have not got a skill, they are getting less payment. It means when anyone will be skillful, they will earn more money. So, skill development is necessary for the development of any country. Any country, one who is skillful will earn more money. Earning more money means development of the personal development, family development, and it will help to the country for their development. In this way, take the example of our country and Japan. In Japan, every person has to take vocational education of skill development. No one is without skill development. And in India, now it has started, but still you will find that here 75% is the literacy rate. So skillfulness will be very less. But in Japan, 100% is the literacy rate, and most of the people are there trained, doing in some of their special work. And this skill development will help you a lot in the development of your country, which will earn more money and more development will be held. Next is fuel. Again, simply we are going to discuss recap 3 sectors of economy. One more is that here I have not mentioned, but this is organized sector and unorganized sector. Organized sector, it means where job security, health facility, education facility, various types of other facility to the workers such as SAIL, Railways, Air India, they are coming under organized sector. Unorganized sector such as construction site, where no insurance is there, no job security, like this. This is the last of your lesson. Next we will start our history second lesson, nationalism in India. Take care of yourself.